Hey you guys, welcome back to Biz Vibe. I'm Vivian Camille, and today we're talking about the Hoka Challenger ATR 5.
Start it up.
This is a great overall road and trail shoe. It is all terrain. I think it does road running very well and trail running pretty average. It's got great support, great cushion, great protection, but the durability isn't super great, nor is the traction. Let's talk about that traction. So I have run about 250 miles in these shoes, both road and trail. So this tread pattern is designed for all-terrain traction, and it does a fairly decent job of that. I took these out in some wet conditions and then some snowy conditions, and I was surprised at how grippy they were. I wouldn't recommend them for a very technical trail. I think these are gonna be more of a moderate trail shoe. Because I run on the roads and the trails, this bottom part of the multi-lugged outsole has begun to flatten. These guys up here are still pretty good. They haven't lost a whole lot of traction, and the foam has held up pretty well. It hasn't compressed a whole lot. A lot of times with Nike shoes, their foam compresses and makes little wrinkles, and these, for the most part, they have a couple little wrinkles here and there, but not a whole lot. I dig that. For $130, 250 miles is not a whole lot. Though the outsole isn't extremely durable, the upper certainly is. I found that this mesh is very thick, a little too thick maybe, not extremely breathable, but because it's not breathable, it's not gonna let a whole lot of snow, water, or weather in. So your foot does stay dry, that's a great thing. This mudguard here does protect the mesh from that pesky toe hole that I often get as a runner in normal running shoes. So pretty much this is flawless up here. I haven't seen any wear and tear on the top part of this shoe. So for that reason, the bottom, the top combined, I give it a 5 for durability. In my opinion, this is an extremely comfortable shoe. I'm used to running in a more minimal shoe. So the cushion that Hoka has developed, it's like a pillow and I love it. However, I can't really feel the rocks underneath my shoe. There is no rock plate in this shoe, which is fine because it's not specifically a trail shoe. It's meant to do all things pretty well. And for that reason, I wouldn't take it on anything over 100K, especially if that 100K has got a lot of rocky terrain. I have run 2 back-to-back long runs in these shoes and had no trouble whatsoever with my feet. And I have never got a blister in these shoes. This is a stable shoe though, and has a narrow heel, so it kind of locks your foot in pretty well. And if you tighten up the toe box, I've got a very narrow foot, so I have to tighten it pretty doggone tight for it to fit snugly. But it's stable when I'm going over rocks and when I'm running on the road. So I have a pretty narrow foot with a high arch, and I felt like these shoes support my arch well. Now I am comparing it to a more minimal shoe like the La Sportiva Bushido. My initial thought when I put my foot into this shoe was, oh wow, that's a little extra foot support there in the arch. I have heard from other people that they don't think these shoes comfort the arch very well. But in my opinion, they do a great job of that. They support the heel very well, and overall the foot in general. When it comes to laces, laces are extremely important to me because I find I have to retie and then stop and retie again and again and again until I can get the perfect shoe tie. And these are great because they are a bit stretchy, and I like that because it absorbs whatever incorrect tying I do. The tongue stays in place. Out of all the runs that I've done, I haven't even thought about where the tongue was or had to rearrange it. It just stays in place pretty well. Got some good little reflecting tape on the back. Is that really gonna make a difference? I don't know, but it's there. I'm a flight attendant, and these are what come in my bag because I never know if I'm gonna be on trails, if I'm gonna be running in the snow, on the sand, and these shoes have done a really good job of being versatile, doing the job that they're supposed to do. The shoes are 100% vegan. They come in 8 colors and they are true to size. I wear a 7.5, ordered a 7.5, fits like a glove. If you have worn these shoes and have opposing opinions, or you agree with something in this video, comment below. It helps the whole trail community figure out if these shoes are for them. I'm just one person. I run certain trails that you may not. You may have more experience in these shoes, own them longer. So that helps. Thank you guys so much for watching and happy trails. I just got back from a wet, snowy run. These shoes really held up for the amount of grip that they have, which really isn't that much. I was able to run in the snow without any problems. I slipped once. The other incredible thing is my foot really didn't get wet. That does say something about the ventilation in these shoes. There's not a whole lot of it going on. But yeah, crazy town, huh? My foot didn't even get wet.